Okay. So, okay, here I said DHCP, right? So DHCP stands for dynamic host control protocol. Okay. What it means is just look at this part here, dynamic. Dynamic means it might change, something that might change. So the reason this is called dynamic is it is the IP address assigned to the system is by network device. If you have a home router and let me see if I could bring up a DHCP diagram. Okay, so let's take a look at this one here. I'm sure you guys could see my screen, right? Can you guys see my screen?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Yeah, I panicked for a few seconds here. You guys not be seeing my screen.
Recording in progress.
Okay, so you have your home router. You have internet coming from your home router, and you have all these devices here, right? So what home router does is it is the one that is assigning IP to your system. So if you bring up this command prompt on your Windows machine, and if you type ipconfig, yeah, CMD, in the search type CMD, it will come up. And if you type ipconfig, okay, you see I have this Comcast server, Comcast modem, and this is the IP address for this computer. Ahmed, you will see everything up until last 3 digits. You will see something else. But you see the default gateway. This is the IP address of your home internet router. Whichever one you have, Xfinity or Comcast, whatever you have, this is the one it has, and it has a capacity to handle up to 255 IP addresses. Okay, I'm not going to go too deep in there. Why is that way? But if you see, this is the router. If you put that IP address in your um, 10 dot, if you put that IP address in the browser, it will hit your local um, admin. I'm sorry, local. You're connecting to router, and then you could log in there, and then you could take a look. I'm not going to do that because this is being recorded. You could log in there and take a look all the devices on your system which is connected. Maybe let me just stop the recording here and I'll show you. All right, so let's move away from this. So if we have DHCP dynamic, that means the system will lose if something happens to the router, right? Router will try to give the same IP address back to the same device. Okay, how it remembers? It remembers based on this MAC address. But that is not reliable. You don't want a production server losing its IP. So a server IP is predefined when you are designing the architecture of the um, infrastructure. So you have to determine which server is going to get which IP, and you will record in the system, and you will enter that into DNS. Okay, so let's take a look here. How are we gonna assign the IP here? So let's go into this directory, cd etc sysconfig network -scripts, and then look for the one we configured last time. So vi, and this time around, we're gonna change the boot protocol to static, static. Okay. Okay, can you share your screen? Hmm. Oh, you know what? Actually, do this here. Close this. Exit out of here. Exit here too. Exit here too. Minimize this window for Zoom. Yeah. Okay, so select rel and then click load. Okay, on the left side, go into connection right there. Connection. Click on connection. And then change that number on the top. It says 0, right? Turn off. Make it like 60. Okay, don't okay yet. Go back to session again. On the top, all the way on the top, session. And then still selected, just click on rel again. Now click save. Don't click load. Now click save. Okay, just close this out. No, just X out of it from the top. Okay, launch it again and then go into connection. Yeah, load that. Load. and then go into connection and take a look. Is it still holding 60? Yeah. Okay, good. Now go back to session and then you could connect now. All right, so let me grab the screen back. So you said it static, right? But before that, escape out of it and do IPA, IFCFG, ENP03. No. Just IPA, ENP03S3. Or you just do IPA and look for ENP03S3A. And then where it says like ether, this number, go ahead and copy that number. We need that number. This is the MAC address. It's under ether. You see link/ether. Yeah, go ahead and copy that and leave it in your clipboard. And then go into VI IFCFGENPS03. Scroll up and down, you should be able to get in there. So go into the last line and open and type HWADDR equals, then paste that in there. What's the IP? VI command? VI? Yeah, VI. And then before doing VI, do ls there. You could see which you want to get in there. Then do VI. Okay, before that, are you in the correct directory? You should be in the network-script directory.
Oh,
Okay, so let me put that on the screen. Oh, you're there? Okay, so just do just do VI IFCFG. And then that ENP-ENP0S3. You see that? You're in, right? So make sure you go all the way in the bottom and then type this HWADDR in capital letters equals and paste that in there. Paste that what you copied, the MAC address. Yeah, so you have to go back in there. You save and exit here. No, just highlight. Just highlighting means you already copied. Or open or put it somewhere there. In there, open Notepad. In the search, type Notepad and then bring up Notepad. And then right click and paste it in there. And then you go back to the putty and then you could paste it in there if you're having trouble. You're okay? Yeah, it will be. Everybody's MAC address will be different. But still stretched out the same length, right? Oh, can you share your screen? Okay, so let's escape out of this. You know what? Hold on. Let's do this here. Right click there, right click, and then do new connect duplicate session. All right, so log in normal. Okay, log into that server. And then do IP. Yeah, or you could still do IPA here. Okay, so grab it from there. So there you go. I think you missed a bunch of lines. It's already, yeah. So go into the working session. No, you already have a working session open. Yeah, go there. Yeah, backspace. And then just right click there. There you go. All right, go to next line. Now I'm going to share my screen. Everybody on online, you guys are caught up? Or anybody having issue?
Mrs. Zafar.
Yeah, you're having issue.
Yes. No, not an issue. I mean, it's the link ether one, right?
Yes,
Okay, so if we're in the
share your screen.
Yeah, ENP03, then we just select that one, right?
Correct. Yeah, the
Okay,
one
I
underneath.
got you. I got you.
Okay. Okay. Next line, IP ADDR equals, what I'm going to do is 192.168.56. This part is going to remain the same, but I'm going to assign 130. Remember, mine is 134. You guys go ahead and assign whatever you have, like just round up the number and make that number up. Okay, I hope it doesn't conflict with any of your other servers. Yeah, the network will team will tell you during build session, configuration and build session, which usually lasts for like 18 months. There would be like a lot of meetings going on, and that will determine who's using what IP. Once IP is determined, then that's it. You cannot change it. Then after that, it goes into CMBD. I'll be back in a minute. Okay. 190? Okay. No. Yeah, yeah. So I'm just saying, we are just determining, oh, this is what it need to be. I hope no, it's not assigning anywhere else. And then type in capital letter net mask, NETMASK equals 255.255.255.0. Okay, don't ask me. I'm not a network guy, but everywhere else in the world, this is the number going to be used. And you could literally see where is that number in here. Okay, I'll show you in a minute. Okay, this is it. These are the lines you need. We added extra 3 lines. Okay, go ahead and save and exit. Okay, share your screen.
Now, Mrs. Zafar, what is this doing exactly? Like, what are these
Huh?
configurations? What are these configurations doing exactly?
So this configuration earlier, the IP address I got like 192.168.56.34. It was randomly assigned by the router, right? But this time around, this IP address, I'm physically assigning it. I'm
Hmm.
manually assigning it because when the applications or the server are in a real mode, they cannot afford to have this IP address change.
Right.
It
Okay.
will
So
break a
basically, we're
lot of
just
things here. There will be times you need to use the IP address, or there will be times that application they need to use the host name.
hmm
So when application team is developing the application, they may be restricted to IP address. It won't take anything else other than IP address if you want to do this. So to stop that, you are assigning that IP address to that exact name,
okay. So we're making a static IP address.
static IP address. That means it will not change.
Okay.
But do I have to use the same IP or I can change it? It's like 56 is the 130, so I can change it something else too,
No,
right?
no, you change a different one. Don't assign the 1130. Don't do that.
Okay.
What is the original IP you got?
Oh, hang on. Actually, I am out right now, so I can. Okay.
Okay, no worries. So, all right, Hamid, what's your issue? So just hit escape couple times and type Q. You're not getting out? Do do control C. Okay, just go up and down the arrow key. No, not like that. Hit enter key on couple times. Okay, now hit the escape key. Nothing is happening. Do control C, control D. Okay, let me get there. No, yeah, so go now hit it. There you go. Yeah, so you're sharing the screen, right? So let's walk through. Um, okay. You could close that command prompt if it's like bothering you.
Mrs. Zafar,
Yeah,
shouldn't we change the boot proto to static?
yeah, boot proto to static. Okay, press enter and then hit escape. Okay, do U as in umbrella. Okay, now arrow to the right side. No, not right there, wherever you need to push I as in India only once. Okay, equal. Okay, go all the way to the right, then hit the enter key. Okay, so your next line. Now, what you need to do is IP ADDR capital letters equals. And do you remember what was the IP? No, 192. It has to be 192.168 dot 56 dot 199. Fine, that's fine.
I
Okay,
use
and the next
199.
line, net mask, all capital letters, NETMASK equal 255 dot 255.255.0. Okay, now push escape, save and exit. Okay, now do cat IFCFG ENP0S3. Okay, good. Now do IPA and ENP0S3. Yeah, ENP0S3 is 133, right? Yeah, right. I see 133. Okay, scroll up. Right there. ENP0S3 is 133. So, okay, Salman, you had a question?
I use the 199. So
Oh, Mohammed, you
we
have to go and change it something else.
okay. I'm gonna change it. Don't worry.
Okay, Salman is changing, so Hamid, you can leave it alone. Okay, so let's get in here. Okay, so the very first one, it says type Ethernet, right? So what kind of connection is that? This is an Ethernet connection, okay? And then boot protocol, we put it static. So DHCP is random, static is assigned, okay? Name, there is name of the device, and the device name is also the same. These two need to match. And then on boot means when the system restarts, it will get this IP address, okay? And hardware, okay, so HW, this alphanumeric number is a hardware address or a MAC address. IP address, we are assigning it here. This is not your job. The network team will give you the IP addresses. So you just assign it based on the build sheet. Net mask and subnet mask. So I am not a network person, I cannot go deep in there, but you just have to understand it superficially. Okay, now what we're gonna do is normally we should be able to restart the system here. So what do you do is system CTL restart network. I think it wasn't working last time. Yeah, because the network services are not installed. Let me see. Give me one moment here. Let me find out. Or type this here. I think system CTL restart network manager. Network manager is one word, capital N and capital M. So I did that. System CTL restart network manager. Okay, so mine has not worked. So everybody go ahead and restart the system. System CTL reboot. What is the other one we learned last week?
Init
Init what?
6.
Yes,
6.
init 6. Very good. System CTL reboot or init 6. And then INIT 6.
After space,
INIT space 6. Yes.
maybe space after reboot.
No. System CTL space reboot. Nothing after reboot. Yeah.
CTL
Space reboot. Yeah.
space reboot space 6.
No. That is a different command. Init 6. Either you could use init 6 or you could use system CTL space reboot. Which one have you used?
Reboot.
Only reboot?
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm out of,
Yeah, let it reboot. Normally, you just okay. Don't go back and first day reboot. You won't have a second day at work. Don't do that, please. Even if for the development servers, don't do that, because even okay. Here's the thing: you are like a root manager and everything, but usually you are not the owner of the system. Owner of the system is usually the network team. I mean, now the application team. If the application is running and the system reboots, 90% of the time it's very safe. The system reboots, but you don't do that, because there is a 10% chance that the system will get corrupted and it goes into a mode which is very hard to recover. Okay, because there's going to be a lot of noise from the management. So never reboot on your own. Make sure you have a ticket, ServiceNow ticket to reboot the system, or you have a ping, somebody ping you in the Teams, or somebody have email you or something like that. Okay, just
my team cannot reboot or restart any server without a ticket.
without a ticket or a change, right? Yeah.
And it has to give.
Sir,
Yeah.
IP changed. The static IP is here.
So it got a new IP.
Yep.
Voila. So here's the thing, guys. You are at a disposal of like 15 servers here. I'm giving you how many servers for? You could go and use everybody's server. Okay, don't hesitate that you are restricted to. If you need to use it, use all the servers you have listed in there. So you have, and this is the same exact operating system you will be using at work. There is no difference. It's a zero difference. Let's take a break for 20 minutes. And so everybody's system reboot and they have a new IP.
Yep.
So how should I know?
Yeah, go back in there and then do IPA. The IP address that you assign manually. And look for ENP0S3. And under there you see INET, and what is the IP address? 192.168.156 dot what? 99? 199? No? Share your screen. Are you into the server? Okay, share your screen. Yeah, so there must be something wrong. Let's go into that cat from here. Cat lowercase space slash etc, then sysconfig tab, start giving tab, push the tab key, and then type network hyphen script network, then now hyphen, there you go, ifcfg tab 3. Enter. Okay, type Ethernet. Uh-huh. All right. Who can spot me a difference?
Cannot see the screen, sir.
Huh?
Cannot see the screen. We don't see the screen.
He's sharing the screen. Maybe I need to stop.
Yes, I guess so. Yep. Okay. Sir, the DHCP, it's a boot pro DHCP. It should be static on the top.
Correct, correct. Okay. Who else saw that? Austin, did you saw that?
Yeah, I saw it. I was just letting everybody else get a chance to
Okay, yeah.
answer.
That's what I thought. I knew you picked it up.
Mhm.
So let's say VI that bring the line back up. Instead of cat, just replace it VI. So this is another way here, right? This is any other file we are configuring it, and we are using what what path did we use? No, go to boot proto and make it DHCP, make it static.
At the end, I'm gonna.
Yep. Replace with the static. Type static.
Yeah, all lowercase. Save and exit and restart the system. Do init 6 now. Space 6, enter. All right, the system is gonna reboot. So you say something, Salman?
No.
So when it comes back up, then you should be able to have the new IP. Are you in now? Okay, so ENP0S3. All right, let's do cat and see what the problem is. So go into the directory, cd into that etc. Yeah. Do LSF and L. En. Okay, cat that ENP0S3. Can you cat it? Cat IFCFG ENP0. Okay, you already did that, right? 192.168.56.99. Can you bring the line back up and then make it 9? 3 instead of 3, make it 9. Okay, so why we never configured this? Why is this? Okay, check 10. Cat.
Why shouldn't we?
Let's go inside 9 again. I mean, not 9, sorry. 3. Yeah, let's do VI. Okay, hold on. Before that, do IPA. No, Control C, IP space A. Okay, so copy that MAC address. There is something wrong with the MAC address. Yeah, see? Yeah, MAC address is wrong. You were copying the MAC address for 08.
No, no. I didn't copy the whole.
No, see, it says 41, right? That's for 08. Yeah. Okay, now go back into 3. So 08 is ending with 41. So yeah, go in there.
VI.
Yeah, VI this file. Enter. Yeah, so go to line hardware. No, yeah, the mouse doesn't work. No, you copied the wrong way now. So go down, mouse doesn't work. You have to use the arrows. Go all the way to the end and delete that. Okay, now go in your notepad. No, see. Remember, once you highlight, you're copying. So copy from the notepad. There you go. And just right click there. Save and exit and reboot the system. All right. Now this time try systemctl reboot or just type reboot also. You tried systemctl reboot once, right? No, delete everything. Reboot works also. Reboot, REBOOT, enter. All right, see, there is like 3 ways we know how the system reboots.
So question. So the only root can reboot it, or any user can reboot?
Only reboot, root can reboot. Nobody else can reboot.
Okay.
Even the command you're using sudo, that means you're becoming root.
Yep.
Is that your truck?
Yeah.
Is it there now?
Yeah.
Yeah, so we are telling the gateway or the router, hey router, assign this IP to this hardware address, which is a MAC address.
First, I didn't change from DHCP to static, and second, the MAC address was wrong.
Yeah. So you're honing in good skills. This is expected, but the more you do it, So for the assignment, go ahead and do the random numbers to the other two servers, okay? ENP0S3, as just assign the IP, static IP address. Before you do that, put that in a group chat, and so that everybody else knows which IP you're using, so that they don't use that specific IP you're using. All right, let's take a 20-minute break here. I'm gonna start the clock, and we'll come back at 9:55 Central. Break starts now. We'll get started. Okay, so now the next topic we're gonna do is NIC bonding, okay? Oh, okay. So what we're gonna do is, let me put a picture in here. Are you guys still with me?
Yep.
All right, so NIC bonding. The concept of NIC bonding is we are putting two network interface card to make it work like one. The reason being is if one network interface card goes down, the other will be functional. Okay? Simple term is in Windows environment it's called NIC teaming, but in Linux it's called NIC bounding. So we're bounding means we're putting together two network cards and make it work as a single network card. And if one goes out, the other one will remain. Okay, so let's see how that will work. So IPA, what I'm gonna do is we're gonna use ENP03 and ENP08. We're gonna put together and make it work as a team, okay? So here's the official, this is the definition. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go to CD. I'm gonna go to CD etc sysconfig network scripts, okay? And if I do ls-l, so I'm gonna target, okay, here here we don't see 8 here, but if you guys do IPA, there is 8 here. Okay, so what does it mean? The 8 is there, but you don't see the configuration file for it. If it's not there, no problem. We're going to create one. So what we're going to do is we will use ENP0S3 and S8 for NIC bonding. So let me clear the screen. So go in VI, IFG, CFG, ENP0S3. Okay. And then what we need here is we need boot proto. Okay, boot proto, we have to make it none. NONE. Okay, and then we have type is Ethernet, none, name, device, on boot is yes. And then let's delete the last 3 lines we have here. Okay, and type slave equal yes, master equal bound 0. I will come to this in a minute here. And then make sure you're typing it correctly. MASTER, master equal bound 0. All right, so let me copy this. I'm gonna copy. All right, so go ahead and copy this and save and exit. And go and create a new file there. VI IFCFG ENP0 S8. S8 doesn't exist, but just bring the line back up, change 3 to 8 and hit enter. And then put I as in India and right click and paste it in there. Okay, in here, everything remains the same. All we're doing is changing this here to 8. 8, 8. Okay, and let me copy this. So if you do LL here, you should have a new file in there, ENP08 and 03. I mean 08. 08 doesn't exist, so it should be there now.
Sir, got a question regarding the VI file. Can we put it's like a remarks on the instead of deleting 3 lines, can we put REM before that so that in Windows when we want to exclude something in kind of script, we put REM or something like that, so that it's not going to count it. So do you have anything like this?
Yeah, I already showed that to you. So what is that? Let's go up in this here. Let's go to the website and let's go to VI editor. And here, these are okay. So I'm probably holding that off. Um, I'm holding that off because of the scripting. I was gonna show you
Okay.
that part during scripting, but
Okay.
since this has came up, what you do is if you do this, you do I as in India, and if you put a pound sign in front of it,
Mm-hmm.
that line is ignored. That line becomes blinded
Okay.
by the system. System is not able to see that line. But I'm going to speak to that when we come into the script again.
Okay.
Okay, so that is very good question and very good observation. Okay. I think we did that in ETCFS tab. See, if you look at ETCFS tab, it has like a little pound in front of it.
Mm-hmm.
So the system, this is only for human readable. So when a moment a pound comes in front of this line, this is not readable by the system. So this is called comment out.
Oh.
So we'll talk more about it, how you could keep the same information and manipulate it, and then keep it as a record or something. Okay, now what we're gonna do is if I do ls-l, we have enp 03 and 8 in here, right? Now what we're gonna do is we're gonna create a new file. We're gonna create a new file, vi ifcfg. Instead of typing enp0s3, we're gonna type bound zero. Bound zero. Remember here, master is gonna be controlled by bound zero. So we're creating a virtual adapter. The physical one doesn't exist, so we are just creating the file still. Okay. In here, what we're gonna do is I'm gonna copy this part here. First line is device. So device, we're gonna put it down as bound zero. Okay. Do we need to be on boot? So now by type equals bound, BOND. BOND. Okay, lowercase bound. Type equals bound zero. Device equals bound zero. Do we need to be on boot? Yes. And then slave master, we don't need this because we are just saying a master from the other side. Okay. And here, boot proto, we need boot proto. That means boot protocol. What is going to happen during the boot? boot proto is going to be static. STATIC, lowercase. And now I'm going to do the IP address also. IPADDR equals 192.168. What was my IP address earlier? 56 dot. This time around, instead of 130, I'm going to go 135. And net mask is going to be the same. Equals 255.255.255.0. It's fine. It's fine. You guys give something else, okay? Okay. So we have only 6 lines here. Everybody with me? Save and exit. If you do ls-l, you should see bound 0 in there. So let me cat that. Okay, so now we are not done yet. So what we need to do is we need to activate the bonding. Okay, for that, what we're going to do is we're going to go to CD etc mod probe modprobe.d. So it's like installing the drivers. Okay, it's like installing the drivers for the yeah, bound 0. Very good.
Get the device needs driver.
Correct. To do that, what we're gonna do is we're gonna VI bonding dot conf. If the file doesn't exist, go ahead and create one. Bonding dot conf. Okay. Hit enter. And then this has to be exactly the way I'm showing. ALIAS, alias space bond 0 space bonding. Okay, type it exactly the way I'm showing you. Okay, now activate this. The command to activate this mod probe, MODPROBE, bonding. If you didn't get any error, that means it worked. And how we're gonna do if it's running ls mod pipe grep bonding. And if you see this like this, that means it's working. Bonding, and then the PID ID. PID ID means process ID. And then this is working mode here. All right. Now what I'm going to do is we have to restart the system. Yeah, before that, let me do IPA. Okay, so look at in here, we have 130. And for here, we don't have anything. And we don't see bond 0 here, right? After restarting, bond 0 will appear, and these two will become slaves. Yeah. So all that will take effect when we reboot the system. Normally, restarting the network would have been good. Let me see. Systemctl restart network manager. Okay, let me see if it worked this time. And it looks like it has not worked. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna restart the system. So I'm expecting bond 0, which is gonna be a new entry, is gonna be 135. So I'm gonna reboot the system. All right, so let's give it a couple minutes before it comes back up. All right, let's see if I'm back. Okay, I'm back in my system. I'm gonna do IPA. And let's take a look if we have bound 0 anywhere. Not looking good. Okay, but if we look ENP03 and 08, okay, by the way, 03 has lost that IP address. It doesn't have that IP address anymore.
So is the USA.
Correct. So what we need to do is we need to go back in here. Let me go into cd etc sysconfig. Okay, so let's see cat ifcfg bound 0. Okay, Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna change this. I'm gonna make a little change in bond 0, VI. In here, where it says type, just make it bond. Capital BOND. Okay, so I think this is what it needs. Only B cap. I'm not sure that will work or not because save and go ahead and restart the system again. Okay, the system is up. Okay, do we have bound 0? We still don't have bound 0. What is the problem? Let's do ls mod grep bounding. All right, so let's go into the directory again. cd etc sysconfig network.script, and let's do vi if config enp0s3. So what it is we have to delete Ethernet. Okay, this is not using Ethernet connection, this is using a bonding connection. So in there, delete Ethernet type Ethernet, delete that. And boot proto is fine, name is fine, device.
Which one are we editing?
ENP0S3 and S8 and get rid of Ethernet from there. Okay, and then go into S8 and
The type Ethernet?
type equal internet, get rid of it, yes. Yeah, do it to both of them. Restart the system, yes. Still not working. All right, so I know what it is. Okay, so let me do cat bound 0 is device bound 0, okay. Type bound. On boot, yes, boot, proto, static, IP address. Oh, are you guys getting it? Or you guys are still not getting a bound? Oh, I forgot to ask you guys.
No, I didn't get the bond.
Okay, see, IP ADDR is supposed to be ADDR, not IP ADD. What about guys on the online? Are you guys with me? I forgot to check in with you guys after. You guys are still online, right?
Yeah,
Austin, Salman.
I'm here trying to follow.
Aha! Hmm. I have bound 0.
Yes, I have bond.
And is there an expected IP address you have?
Yes.
Okay, good. What about people online?
Sir, I'm catching up.
Okay. But if I draw your attention, look at look at the MAC address here. Right now, this link is actively using this box. This is using this box, and this is what the bond U0 is. If this physical network card goes down, it will start using this. Oh, wait a minute here. Both of them looks identical also. What was the I'll take that back. It's using this MAC address.
ENP03.
Yeah, actually it's using the MAC address for ENP 08. But hold on, 0027C4 9A78. So that is the MAC address originally for ENP0S3. Okay. So other way you could find out is you have to physically go and take a look on the server itself, which one is using. For you guys, it's different, right? So let me see. So if I'm looking at the virtual machine, this is the MAC address. And if I look for the other adapters, it's totally different. So I come to conclusion that it's using the ENP0S3. Okay. So I haven't used this in a while here, but I was expecting it would be using one of the other ones. So what it's using is it's using originally of this, and it's assigning to this also. In case this goes down, this will take over. I think the MAC address will change also. But here's the thing, yeah, we are successfully be able to configure the NIC bounding. Okay, I think that is more than enough for us to understand how this is working. If the MAC address is being shared or which exactly it is, I'm not worried about that. Okay, so this is where we at. Okay, so we are done with the network interface card, guys. Are you guys, everybody else get bound 0? Austin, you got bound 0? Okay, so next thing we need to do is, yeah. So let's go ahead and, so everybody created that, created the account with Red Hat. Anybody who has not created the account? You haven't created one. Okay, so yeah, for you use HARHT01. No, use for personal. I think Austin, you tried adding that account, right? So username, I told you, hold on.